able to manage very well. I wish you all the best, and I wish, may God give you all the blessings.
Yes, Junet.
Mr. Speaker, I didn't want to interrupt I have interrupted my whip because, Mr. Speaker, she is acknowledging and accepting that it is very difficult to deal with members of parliament, especially when you are dealing with Honorable Millie Odhiambo. And I remember a time here, Mr. Speaker, when Millie was almost removing everything, if it was not Lekulo.
Mr. Speaker, let me respond to Honorable Junet Mohammed. Mr. Speaker, I'm usually very difficult to deal with because I'm a bad girl. But more recently, especially if you are in the broad-based government, as we are dealing with the, ODM and the other, the UDA, we are in a broad-based arrangement. Mr. Speaker, this is the most difficult thing to deal with in life. Because I'm swimming in very unfamiliar waters. Me, I know how to twanga. Mr. Speaker, hii ni ngumu. But I'm learning. Hii ni maisha mangumu sana. Sorry for mixing, but I'm learning. I'm learning to swim katikati kidogo.
Keep it to Lekulo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, at least when you give me to appreciate Mr. Lekulo, at least that is waters I can swim very nicely around. And I just want to thank you because you have served this parliament with distinction. And as Honorable Junet says very correctly, that most members, because by nature we are predominantly choleric for those who understand personalities. And because of that, we are very difficult. Even when we are the ones who are on the wrong, we insist we are on the right. So I just wish to, pray for God's blessings. You are retired but not tired, so continue serving humanity. And welcome still to Parliament, offering advisory for the others who will take over. Thank you.
I wanted to close here. Yes, Wambuchomba, 1 minute. Milemba, 1 minute. I want to close here. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for appreciating that I should say something. And I was just wondering, we have had very many national accolades and national awards that we have given to outstanding members of public service. It is my recommendation that, Mr. Speaker, with your permission, because we don't have a Speaker's Award, we recommend the retiring major, the wonderful worker, to get a national recognition and acknowledgement by the government of Kenya.
He has one already.
We would want to recommend that he get another one for handling Millie Odhiambo and Gathoni Wamuchomba in this house.
Milemba, 1 minute. I want to close here.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. In the early times of the 80s and 70s, the national schools were very few, and Gabatula was one of them. And Mr. Lekulo, now retiring, was a teacher at Gabatula. It was one of the schools you'd hardly get a chance to teach in. And he is an epitome of how teachers can rise through the ranks. He epitomizes the future of teachers, having led the way as the earliest teacher from a school to parliament to a chief sergeant at arms. We want to wish him well as he goes back to home, and we hope he will continue doing a good service for the community, which is hardly 1,400 people if you look at the census of 2019, but the real El Molos are just about 500, and they face serious challenge of being assimilated by the Samburu and the Turkana. This is a community that needs to be protected. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I wish you very well, Brother Lekulo.
Thank you, honorable members. Let's end there. And Honorable Lekulo, we wish you well. And we hope that you will have an opportunity to serve this country in other capacities. And Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah, in diplomacy we say you can go and whisper into the right ears on behalf of Mr. Lekulo, so that he can be able to be accommodated beyond here. And I want to encourage the managers of this parliament, starting with myself, that this parliament is not for any exclusive communities. It is for all of us as Kenyans. And Lekulo has been the only El Molo worker. Has been the only one. Parliament should find a way of accommodating some of our very, very minor communities. I would want to see a Makonde here. I want to see an Elimolo here. I would want to see a Pemba here. I want to see the Shonas here. There's Shonas who fled from Zimbabwe and settled somewhere in Kabete, in Kino. We want to see those people represent. The Subas are many here. You are here, Karolo Mondi is here. We have Nyamita here. We have Zijui. You are many. And the Minister of Finance of the country is a Suba. You are not marginalized in any way. Professor Jaldesa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 259D3, and on behalf of myself and the people of Moyale constituency, I wish to extend my heartfelt condolences to the family, friends, and the people of Isiolo County on the passing on of the late Honorable Mohamed Tubi Bidu of Isiolo South constituency. His demise is a profound loss not only to the family and constituents, but also to the nation at large. Honorable Speaker, the late Honorable Tubi was an outstanding parliamentarian who served his country with great honor and distinction in various capacities, including as county clerk, county council clerk in Isiolo and Narok, as the first Speaker of the Isiolo County Assembly. He was a humble leader and a principled statesman and a true defender of the rights and welfare of his people. In the National Assembly, he distinguished himself through wisdom, courage, and unwavering commitment to public service. His calm demeanor and firm dedication earned him deep respect across the political divide. Mr. Speaker, you saw the multitude of people who came to witness his laying down. Honorable Speaker, allow me also to express our sincere appreciation to the medical team at the Nairobi Hospital, who took care of him with diligence and compassion, going beyond the call of duty. On behalf of the family, I wish to convey our gratitude to the entire parliamentary staff who responded swiftly and ensured that the late Honorable Tubi received the dignity and respect befitting his service to the nation. The parliamentary staff actually took over the security at Nairobi Hospital on that event day. Honorable Speaker, I further wish to thank the Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Moses Wetangula, for his exemplary leadership, including personally attending the burial and standing family with the family and the community during their moment of grief. The people of Isiolo South and the wider community remain deeply grateful. I also acknowledge the more than 20 members of this House who attended the funeral and conveyed their condolences to the bereaved family. Honorable Speaker, as we mourn his passing, we also celebrate a life of purpose, integrity, and service. May the Almighty grant comfort to his family. May the legacy of the late Honorable Mohamed Tubi continue to inspire all of us in the service of the nation. Mr. Speaker, I want to announce to the House that the Isiolo community have actually endorsed his son to take over the leadership of the constituency. So his son is being prepared. Anytime it's done, he will be unopposed in the constituency. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mumina, you have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise today with a very heavy heart to join this House and the people of Kenya in mourning a colleague, a brother, and a committed servant of the people, the late Honorable Mohamed Tubi Bidu. His passing has created a deep emptiness, not only in Isiolo South, but also here in this House where he served with dignity and humility. Honorable Speaker, Hon Tubi Bidu was a man who carried the dreams of his people with sincerity and courage. He believed in service that lifts others and in leadership rooted in compassion and fairness. He never sought the spotlight. Instead, he allowed his work to speak for him and spoke loudly. Honorable Speaker, one of his greatest gifts to his community was in the field of education. He firmly believed that every child deserves a chance and that poverty should never close the door to learning. Under his leadership, all high school students in Isiolo South accessed free education. Many children